Guys, today I'm in Brookhaven, but for those who don't know, I live in a really weird house because my parents are really weird. They have a lot of money, but they don't even work in Roblox. My dad just got here and he's parking his car right in this spot. And actually, he just crashed his car. My mom arrived right here and apparently she got mad. Clearly, my parents are very weird. I believe they make money in some illegal way in Brookhaven because we have this door here that's completely shut and there's also this red line in front of it. This door is locked. Unlike my room, for example, which is open, I can basically go inside. This door here I simply can't enter because it's completely locked. Guys, today I want to find out what's in here and discover the truth about my parents in Roblox. But guys, I'm going downstairs, and apparently my mom just showed up here. She said, "Hey son, go to school." So I know I have to go to school, but the thing is, I really want to know how they make money. I said, "Mom and Dad, what do you work with?" Because it never made sense. Guys, even my dad stood up and actually he looked scared, like he's hiding a secret in Roblox. He said, "We're retired, son. We worked and retired early." Guys, something tells me there's something wrong here. It doesn't make sense they're retired when it looks like they're working. But then my dad went back to watching TV. Meanwhile, my mom was staring at me. She said, "Never talk about this again." Okay, fine, I won't talk about it again, especially because I noticed they got kind of mad. But guys, here's the thing, I went to school now, but there's no class today, so I'm actually lying to them saying I'm going to school, when in fact I'll be spying to see what they're doing here in Roblox, because I want to find out the truth about what's going on with my parents. So guys, I'm heading downstairs to talk to my friend, because this friend of mine, if you don't know, he always wanted to help me with this. He's building his house. His house is turning out pretty interesting, and now he's looking over here. I said, I'm going to investigate my parents. Come on, I really want him to come with me to help with this. But guys, it looks like he said no. He doesn't want to come here in Roblox. He said, "Your parents are just normal people. I doubt they rob Brookhaven banks at night." Dude, but what he said was super specific, guys. It seems like he knows something. I said, "Wait, they rob banks at night?" Because from what he said, that's exactly what's happening. But guys, he's scared. He said, "No, they would never do that. I don't know anything." Guys, I think my friend knows something, but he's pretending he doesn't just to avoid problems, which is really weird because I need to know the truth. After all, I'm their son. But guys, now I'm going back home. I need to find a way to discover the truth about what's going on, so I'm going to stay right here. And now I'll have to wait for night to come, just to find out if they really rob banks or not. I believe it's a lie. But guys, now it's completely night. I'm watching everything that's happening here. I want to see if my parents are going to leave the house. But apparently they're changing their avatars. He said, "Let's rob the bank, but where's our son?" Guys, it looks like it was all true. They really want to rob the Roblox bank, and my mom is acting super weird. She said, "He's sleeping." That's actually what they think, because I'm not sleeping. I'm actually watching what they're doing. Now my dad took that car. Apparently they're going to rob the bank using the Cybertruck in Roblox. But guys, I can't believe this is true, because my parents are coming up front. And guys, it looks like what my friend said is true. They're really robbing banks in Roblox. I'm seeing everything that's going on. But guys, they stopped right there, and apparently just realized I saw everything. I just realized my parents are actually robbing banks. But guys, both of them left. I said, "I don't know who you are," especially because I don't want to get in their way. But my dad is looking over here. He says he doesn't know who we are, so it's all good. Look, I actually do know who you are. After all, they're my parents. But now they went down here, and guys, I can't believe they're doing this, but now they arrived at the Brookhaven bank. We have a huge problem, because there's a player working inside, and now my dad just showed up here and he's holding that Roblox item, since he wants all the money. He said, "Give me all the bank's money now." Guys, this is really bad. He stood up and even got scared. He said, "Alright, I'll give you everything." Now he went upstairs, and my dad also went up, since they're going to get the money from the vault here in Roblox. Guys, my parents are really weird. I didn't expect them to do this, but now I'm going back home, especially because I don't want them to find out that I know about this in Roblox. But guys, the FBI is coming here. This is a little weird. He's coming upstairs. Guys, I better go back home to avoid problems here in Roblox. Perfect. I closed the garage, because I don't know if he's really the FBI or if it's someone pretending to be the FBI, but it looks like he really is the FBI. He said, "Come here. I need to ask you some questions about your parents." Look, unfortunately I can't help, because even though I know what my parents do, what they work with, and also the truth about what's going on, I don't want them to go to jail. After all, they're my parents, and I also don't know what they did with this car, but this car is totally wrecked. I said, I don't talk to strangers. I'm saying this just to make it clear that I can't leave, and also to have an excuse not to help him, because if I don't help him, I could go to jail. But now I have an excuse, so maybe he'll believe it. But apparently he agreed, and now he went back to his car and he's just sitting here behind. But guys, it looks like he's waiting for someone to show up, which is really weird. But guys, my parents are coming right here, right in this Roblox car, and now they're coming upstairs. But there's a big problem, because the FBI is right here. So guys, they need to come inside to avoid this player from coming here. Guys, I just closed the garage, which means he can't come inside, because he wanted to come here to arrest my parents, but I won't let that happen. But guys, now they already realized that I know the truth about what's going on. Guys, they don't need to change their avatars like they just did, because I already know the truth. But the FBI said, "Open the door now or you're going to jail." Look, but if I open it, my parents will go to jail too. I said, and what if I open the door? Because I know exactly how this works. I know my parents will be arrested. But guys, he dropped that item and now he's thinking about what to say. He said, if you open the door, you won't go to jail now. Guys, so that means they'll be arrested later. But guys, I have to go back inside. But my mom is looking right here. She said, son, it's not what you think. That officer is just mad at us. Look, I already know what's going on, but I won't say anything in Roblox, especially because they're basically my parents. But guys, I'm going upstairs and I want to find something out. I want to discover what's inside this Roblox room because it's a completely hidden room. But guys, my dad is right here. He said, what are you looking at? Son, it's just that I wanted to know what's in this room, especially because it's totally locked and even has defenses. I said, what's in this room? Because I have no idea. But he's looking over here. He said, I don't even know. Guys, I'm sure he's lying. But now he went downstairs and apparently he's turning off the lights to just go to sleep here in Roblox. For those who don't know, they sleep right here because there aren't enough rooms. There's only my Roblox room that I can basically come here and sleep. But guys, I'm going to take the chance to sleep and you can see that the FBI is still here. In fact, he just gave up and finally he's leaving. Guys, after a long time, he finally left and that's really good. But now I'm sleeping here in Roblox. Perfect. Now it just turned morning in Brookhaven and now it's time to go to school. Classes finally started again. Guys, I'm going downstairs now because I need to see what my parents are doing and I also need to have breakfast. But actually, my dad is right here. I don't really know why he's sitting at the table because normally he's not here. He said, son, what you saw yesterday is not what it looks like. Look, I hope it really isn't. But guys, they don't need to lie, especially because I already know the truth about what's going on. The only thing I don't know is what's inside that Roblox room. I said, I already know you rob banks, but tell me what's inside that secret room. Because guys, they simply don't say anything. But guys, my mom is looking over here. She said, we'll tell you later after we get back, because now your dad and I are going to buy clothes. Guys, it looks like both of them are leaving now. My mom just left and she's heading to this Roblox car. But actually, the car is totally destroyed. I don't know how they did that, but they locked the car right here. Now my dad also arrived here, and he's the one who did it. Guys, it's unbelievable what he did in Roblox. He somehow managed to destroy that car. But now they're heading out front. They're going to buy clothes, which is going to be very important. They're going down right here, but the FBI blocked their car. Guys, this is really bad because he's pointing that Roblox item, and now another police officer just showed up. He's also holding that item. Guys, this is just awful because my parents are getting arrested for everything they did in Roblox. Guys, this is just terrible. I don't know when they're going to be released or what's going to happen to me now that both of them got arrested in Roblox. But guys, I'm coming here to get the car because I'm sure this is going to be really important. Actually, the FBI just showed up here. Guys, he has something to say. He said, get the car before it gets stolen. Okay, got it. It's to get the car. And guys, my parents are right here inside. This is really bad. I didn't think I'd lose my parents so soon because of their job here in Roblox, which I don't even know if I can call a job. But now I'm coming here because I have to get this car back. Guys, I just got this car here, but now they're arriving right in this area and all of them are going to jail. Guys, this is really bad. Both of them are right here and now they're coming up front to enter the Roblox cell. The first one to go in is my mom this time. But guys, he just closed that cell and now he's heading to the other one so my dad can go in too. Perfect. He got in and now they're all in jail. But now I'm taking this car back upstairs because it's going to be really important. But my friend is running over here. I want to see what he has to say in Roblox because it looks like it's important. He said, hey, I'm almost done with the house. Guys, I can see that his house is really almost complete. It's impressive that he's building a house from scratch. But now he got inside. But guys, he's not going to believe what happened in Roblox. I said, my parents got arrested. And yeah, this is not a joke. I'm actually serious. He said, I doubt that's true. But actually it is true because if I go inside here, for those who don't know, my parents disappeared since they were arrested for a long time in Roblox. I said, and now I want to see what's behind the secret wall. Because guys, we have this secret wall, but my friend grabbed this axe, and from what I can tell, he wants to use it to break that door. So let's do it, because this is going to be really important. Guys, he got right here. He just has to break this door. Literally, that's all he has to do. But guys, now he's breaking it. He just broke the tape, and now he just needs to break the door. Perfect. He just broke it. Now we can go inside and see what's in here. But guys, you can see that there's nothing much inside. It's literally just an empty room, and from what I can tell, they want to protect this vault in Roblox. I don't know why they want to protect this vault if it's already pretty secure. He said, wait, there's another secret door and wall. Guys, what my friend said is true. There's also this door and this giant wall. So we'll have to find out what's inside. Guys, he's breaking this door. I don't know if we should be doing this, but this friend of mine is trustworthy, so I trust him here in Roblox. And he's basically breaking this door. But guys, you can see that inside there's a lot of money. Like really a lot of money. Guys, I don't know how much that is, but I believe it's billions of dollars. He said there's $190 million. I don't know how he knows that, how he knows such specific numbers. I'm starting to think my friend has something to do with those robberies that happened in Roblox. He said, it's just that I'm good with numbers, and I wasn't the one who stole it with them. Okay, guys, I already noticed he's lying. He's really lying. This money, he was the one who took it. I said, no need to lie. I already figured out that you helped them. But guys, he got scared. He said, I just counted the money with them, okay? And also stole the money and ran from the cops. So basically, he did everything. But guys, we have this other wall here. This wall also looks really interesting, but my friend is breaking it. Actually, he's using a hammer, which is very different because last time it was an axe. But now he finally broke it, and guys, you can see that there's a lot of money here. here, like really a lot. He said, there's $190 million here too. Okay, got it, there's really a lot of money. But guys, I can't tell anyone about this. He said, go home, I don't want to get arrested. Guys, even he got scared and ran away like he was going to get arrested, but I doubt he'll get arrested since he didn't do anything that bad. But guys, now he's coming up front to build his house in Roblox. He arrived right there and he's just building it. But guys, I want to visit my parents to see if maybe this money can pay their bail so they can finally get out of jail. So guys, I'm going to grab this suitcase to pay the cops in Roblox so my parents can finally be released. So I'm going to lock my house and now I have to come up front. I'm going to close the garage to prevent people from coming inside and taking my money. But guys, I'm heading down right here and now I have to talk to the cops so they can release my parents here in Roblox. I said, release my parents, I'm here to pay their bail. And yeah, I'm serious. But guys, the FBI stood up here and apparently he's scared. He said, but the bail is $5 million each. So I have this money here that might be enough. So I just gave it to him. I said, go ahead, it's all there. He's going to have to check if all the money is there because not even I know how much money is in here. Maybe it's $1 million or even $10 million. I really don't know. He said, the exact amount is here. I'm going to release them. Guys, it looks like my parents are going to be released, which is something he didn't want to do. Even my mom is impressed that I did this, but the officer is not very happy. He said, you just got lucky. I'm going to arrest you all again. Guys, he's really mad, but he just released both of them so they could come back home. But guys, now they're finally coming back, but I want them to come in this car. But there's a problem. There's not enough space for everyone. He said, thank you, son, for saving us. Look, you're welcome. But now both of them are just back to normal. Now they're in this car. But there's a problem. My dad can't get inside, so he's going to have to ride on top of the car in a really weird way, and he's almost falling off. But guys, I'm heading upstairs, and maybe it's better if he just walks. But now I'm finally going home, and guys, now I know the truth. What's happening with my parents in Roblox? I finally know the truth. My dad just came back here. He said, son, sorry for making you go through this. We won't rob banks anymore, just vaults. Look, but that's basically the same thing. Robbing banks or even vaults will get them arrested again just the same in Brookhaven. But guys, it looks like my friend finished his house. He said, wow, I finished my house. Guys, he really finished his house in record time. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the join button and then I'll add you on Roblox.